Well, hello there everybody. What is this, you may be asking? Why, this is FTL, or Faster Than Light. A suggestion given to me by a lovely commenter, and I thought it was a good idea because I freaking love FTL. You may or may not know this. It's a Subset Games game, released in 2012, can you believe that? That's so old, oh my god. Their previous game, Into the Breach, which we played a lot of. So I'm going to play a little bit of FTL because I want to, and I like the game, and it's fun. Might not be everybody's cup of tea, but it is what it is. And we're branching out into some other new things. I'm doing a bit of FTL. I might do a little bit of some other things, maybe a little bit of dicey dungeons, yeah, and stuff like that. But anyway, for now, FTL. What's the premise of FTL? You have a spaceship. You have your homies aboard your spaceship. What are you doing? You're running away from who? The evil empire? Nay. The rebellion. They are the bad guys. Scary, isn't it? I got some ships and stuff from having previously played. How do I pull up the Is it you? Yeah, see, I got some ships unlocked. We're just going to go with the standard Kestrel, the classic. This is the OG ship. So you got all the parts of your ship, pilot in room, your pilots. Doors, someone operates the doors. Cameras, someone operates the cameras. Shields, someone makes your shields a little better. Medical station to heal the homies up. Weapons, to fire said weapons. Engines, to power the engines. Oxygen, so you can breathe. You know how it goes. You get the basic understanding of FTL. We're going on normal mode because I don't want to do hard mode because I'm scared. Is our crew, Remo, Marcus, Starga. Sounds good. We have a missile launcher. We have a burst laser. And we have a dream. The data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before the pursuing Rebel fleet. Rebel fleet! The rebels are the bad guys, like they were in Star Wars. And catch up. Tip. Bomb weapons. Bomb teleport directly onto either ship. They bypass shields and defensive drones, however they affect only crew and systems. They do no damage to the ship's hull. Continue. Here's our lovely little ship. As you can see, we have like one layer of shield around us. You can tell your homies to go to all sorts of places. And if you're in a room with a control panel, they will operate said control panel. However, in this case, you can't fly without a pilot. You go back there. You got a guy operating the engines. Is that necessary? Not really right now. We'll have you do the shield. Have a guy on the guns so that when we activate our weapons, like so, we can use our weapons. This is how much power we have. This is how much power our shields take, our engines take, our medbay takes, our oxygen takes, and our weapons take. As you can see, they're all a slightly different level, and you can upgrade them in your ship. We'll get to that in the future. For now, I want all power to engines, because engines make you dodge. All power to shields, because shields make you... I was going to find a good word that rhymes with dodge, but I can't. They make you protect, so you don't die. And weapons power your weapons. That's pretty much the game. I hope you're all ready. Jump. So here we go. Spaceship, here we are. Rebels are going to approach from this side. We got to get to the exit. However, we can go to any of these little beacons. But you see this one too far away from the exit. So we'd have to go back on ourselves, and you want to do as much as is possible, ideally. You've encountered a refugee ship drifting in space. It looks as if it was fleeing. The rebel advance ran out of fuel. Its distress beacon is active, but you're not sure anyone is on board, and communications seem to be down. I'll board and investigate. The ship is completely abandoned. There's no trace of the crew or cargo. Mystified, you leave the ghost ship and continue on. Okay, that's good. I get a lot of the time. You board a ship. Pardon me. You board a ship. Your homies is dead. Or it's like, by the way, there's spiders or some shit on there, and you're dead. Scans show a remote settlement being blockaded by a pirate ship. The ship hastily messages you, stay out of this, or you're next. Concentrate fire on... What are we going to do? Obviously, we attack the pirates. You asked for it. They pull away from the planet and move to engage. Now, FTL, you can pause to decide what you want to do. For instance, I'd like my burst laser to shoot at them. Where do we want to shoot at them? Anywhere you want. But for me, I shoot at the shields. Why do I shoot at the shields? Homies hate shields. And you see your weapon takes a little while to charge, and then pew pew pew. We fired some shots at them, they fired some shots at us. It's gonna be a bit slow in the early game. Oh, they freaking EMP'd our shields. Oh, hold on. Burst layer, fire. They've got one bar of standard shields and one of this like bonus shield layer. We can get the bonus shield layer down. Check this out. Fire a missile. You're iced. You're actually dead, homie, and you have no idea. We don't want to use too many missiles because they actually cost materials. Alright, we give up. We're terrible at this pirating thing anyway. Am I going to let them live? You know what? We're early on. I'll let the homies live. For now. I forget how you... do shift. There's a button you can press that's like fire this gun all the time. I'll have to figure out what that is. You see? Rebel fleet's approaching. Unvisited beacon. Yeah, I was gonna say, that is combat music if I've ever heard it. Discover one of the rebels' autonomous scout ships. The ship's AI wastes no time in engaging your ship. Homie's invisible. And when they're invisible, your weapons don't charge, which is uncool. Okay, bit much. Tell you what though. I'll fire a rocket. Nice. Alright. So this guy's firing just regular lasers at us. We've damaged one of their weapons, which means they have less power in their weapon systems. As a result, their weapons can't fire. Same with their engines. As you damage things, you lose tiers of power in your system. Oh. Okay. Our ship is on fire. In the oxygen department, no less. So let's get some homies to go in here, put the fire out. Ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. I appreciate it. So if you guys could just put the fire out and not die, that would be good, because we're not generating any oxygen at the moment. Now there's two ways to put out a fire. One of them is to put it out with your homies. The other one is to just vent the area to space. No oxygen, no fire. And we're done. I forget what these ones are. So that opens all doors. And that closes all doors. Okay. Stargo, what were you doing? Weapons. Oh yeah, Marcus, you were doing shields. I should also save the current crew position. So this is where they should be. Heal up. Yeah. Healy, 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 healy. And then I can just hit enter. Send everybody back. They have their marching orders. Close the doors. Away we go. Bam 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 dee bum bee bum bee bum bum. Spot a small rebel ship nearby. It seems to have been refitted for transport rather than combat. It doesn't seem to want to engage your ship. Demand the surrender of their goods. We would better secure the cargo by force. They look like they don't want to fight and they're trying to escape. Okay, it appears that Homie has boarded the vessel. They fired a freaking rocket at me. That is uncalled for. Right, everybody just heal up temporarily. Yeah, these guys are owned. They have no idea. Fire at the weapon systems. Everybody back to where they were going. Bop, bop, bop. Maybe hit the... No, keep going to the weapon systems. See, they're in there repairing their weapon systems, trying to get their rocket launcher back online. I'm having none of it. Take that, rebels! You search the range of the ship, but only come across a blueprint and debris from broken machinery. A shame, but you scrap what you can salvage. Alright. So we've got 46 total scrap. What can you do with scrap? Good question. It's technically your money. You can buy things with it at shops, or you can use it to upgrade the various components in your ship. So you see, your reactor gives you more power to use on your equipment. Your equipment, when you upgrade it, does certain things. For example, weapons is simple. You just get more power, you can have more weapons powered. Oxygen refills the oxygen on your ship a lot faster. Medbay heals faster. Engines, you get increased dodge chance, and your FTL drive charges quicker. Shields, you get every 2 bars, you get an additional layer of shields. And then all these subsystems, they're passive. You don't need someone operating these necessarily. But if you do have someone operating them, you can see over in this area, like the doors, you can power it up 3 times. Although you actually don't power these, you just upgrade them to get improved blast doors, which are really tough and hard for enemies to break through. And then if you have someone manning it, you get super blast doors, which is a real friggin' nightmare for people to try and get through. Anyway, we're going to continue jumping. Speed has been placed too close to a super giant Class M star. The ship will gradually overheat until you get out of there. Or die. A pirate apparently oblivious of the danger of the sun moves in to engage. Touche, Monsieur Pirate. Give me more dodge chance. Fire my own missile. You're just straight up owned. I had to break it to you, homie. So I'll fire another one as well, because if we hit all these shots, yeah, they're dead, and we can hopefully get out of here before the solar flare goes off. Nope, was not to be. Okay. Just suck all the air out of there. These guys don't need to breathe. Please don't damage my... You damaged my system. Oh, I didn't mean to do that one. That's my bad. Right, we're gonna jump. I think I can make 2 more. Bit risky to jump with some stuff going on. Repair damage? No, I don't even have 5 damage yet. I don't know. I ignore the station. There we go. Close the doors. Open all the doors to let the air flow between the ship. There we go. Now it's safe to go in here and repair. Get the cameras back up. You never know when there's going to be like an alien on board or something. Nice. Little bit of healy heals. Whoops. Healy heals. Boop. Alright. Yeah, we can hit the 3 of these, I think. As soon as you arrive, just shots are fired towards your ship. Right, well, congratulations, you got me. Why don't you take one of these? You've actually been owned. You're dumb. So they got a burst laser like me, right? It fires 3 shots. That is scary. Their little laser beam though can't go through shields. So as long as we keep shields up, we're chilling. We're having a great time. You're considering more well armed than I would have thought. Unfortunately, we don't accept surrender, homie. Get out of here with that. You're done. You're dead. Let the old burst laser fire off. Boom. Crushed. Annihilated. Ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. Thank you very much. What, 79? Maybe there's always a chance you find a shop at the exit. Might be nice. First, it appears you've arrived in an empty system, but a ship appears from behind a planet and hails you. Haha! I'm the dread pirate Tuco. Prepare to die. Alright, Tuco. Oh, this man's double lasered. This guy's double lasered up on a Tuesday? It's not Tuesday, by the way. Hit one of them. Nice. So something that you may have seen, every time the shield gets hit, Marcus, our shield guy... No. You don't get to roll up here, Tuco, and then demand and then plead for your life, okay? Your life was forfeit the moment you rolled up on this homie. Right. So as our shields get hit, Marcus is able to recharge our shields faster when he hits one level, and then even faster when he hits level 2. Starga is able to charge our weapons faster as he levels up, and Remo is able to get some additional dodge as they dodge shots, which is really cool. Also, some things like destroying certain enemy systems is really valuable. If you damage their shields, then their shields can't recharge. If you damage their weapons shut down. If you damage their O2, they just start to suffocate and they panic a lot. And if you can destroy their piloting and engines, they lose all of their dodge, and then their ship isn't moving, so all of your weapons have a much higher chance to hit. Store? I'll go to the store. We've got 97 buckaroos. There's only one other ship at the beacon, and it's showing heavy damage. You receive a message on your console. Greetings, traveller. We're crippled by a band of pirates and are now forced to sell our remaining equipment, valuable equipment, to acquire the necessary supplies to get home. 2 pages. So you can refuel, you can get ammo, you can buy drones. Ammo is just for rockets and bombs. You can fix stuff. You can buy drones if you already have a drone system, which we don't. You can buy crew. All our crew right now is human. Mantis, they repair a lot slower because they got big meaty claws, but they move faster and stab better in melee combat. Rock people are much healthier. They're real slow, but they're also immune to fire. So if there's a fire on board, you send your rock homie in. And having certain crew members sometimes gives you certain dialogue options in quests and things that show up. Oh baby, check this out. So drone controller, we could buy it and get a combat drone to help fight, or you can get defense drones to help defend. Crew teleporter, can I be honest with you? I love teleporting my crew aboard their ship. Backup battery, which gives you a bit of bonus power temporarily, but 80 scrap for a second burst laser. When I get another 55, then I can run it like this, right? 1 and 2 burst lasers, that's 6 shots. That is a lot of firepower. And I'm feeling real good about it. We just need more scrap. You've arrived at a long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. You arrive at a beacon located in a civilian star system. A nearby colony contacts you. We've got a rogue rebel ship harassing the system. Do you have time to find it? I'll say we go look. You spend some time looking around, but your scanners cannot pick up any trace of the rebel ship. Be prepared to move on. Okay. We tried to find it, but it was not to be. You see, the rebels have control of all of these sectors, and we're jumping to the next sector. And this is the map of all the sectors. You go through one of these each, and then the last sector is where the final stand happens. Civilian? Maybe. Zoltan? Perhaps. Zoltan are another race. Civilians are obviously civilians. Depends. I'll tell you, we'll go Zoltan because the purple is a nebula, and nebulas are scary because they shut down all of your cameras. You arrive in Zoltan space. From what you've heard, they anticipated the coming war and made preparations to hold their borders. I'll show you a nebula. What a nebula's like. It's hard to see why this beacon is apparently a tourist destination. One of the ships at the small station is offering a deal. I'll buy some fuel. In a nebula, couple of things. One, all of your cameras are disabled. They just simply do not work in a nebula, which is inconvenient if you've got high level cameras and want to see what an enemy ship has. The other thing is occasionally there's like nebula storms which can slowly just disable it. I think it halves your power, so you'll have limited equipment. The good thing is though, as it says here, you're inside a nebula. Your sensors will not function, but the rebel fleet will advance more slowly towards you. So as they approach, they approach at like, let's say 2 inches across the screen. Instead, it's only 1 inch across the screen. So we can jump through a couple of these to get a few extra beacons, maybe find some interesting stuff. Without active sensors, you have no other option to look out the window of the viewports in apprehension. It's eerily quiet. There you go, there's nothing here. If we backtrack on ourselves a little bit, we can maybe get some more monies to check the store. It's always worth checking the store. Zoltan station near this beacon are happy to receive you as they give you the formal tour of the ship. You spy some local star charts and mentally log the details. Oh! Thank you. Oh, look at that. So we got star charts. So we know that there's a possible ship here, store, distress beacon. What if we work our way like this? Maybe store and then back here. Possible ships, we can maybe get some combat. You receive a message. This area is off limits. Submit your ship to processing. It's only one guard ship in a lonely beacon. You decide to fight your way out. Alright. So Zoltan ships. I know you're going to be getting a lot of information in this first one. I'll go over it again as well. As and when it comes up, but Zoltan ships have this super shield, which is an additional shield layer. Normally rockets can go through shields, not the super shield. See, it went through the normal one, but you got to chip down the super shield. The super shield stops teleporting as well, unless you have specifically a Zoltan shield bypass, which is a specific piece of equipment. And another reason I love this game, there's so much interesting stuff. Let's hit them in the oxygen, make them panic a little bit. Nice. The nice thing is, if you upgrade your sensors, you can start to see the interior of your ship, and then you can start to see the interior of their ship and see all their people running around. Ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful materials. That's pretty nice. Let's check this store, then kind of do this to the other store. You never know, there might be something cheap here that would be really useful. A Mantis crew here has hunkered down in the abdomen of a long-dead space whale. The only way, presumably, for them to operate their black market trade without detection. Worth a look. So, more equipment. This time they got hacking, which could be good. More drones. Beam drones like fire a laser beam. Defense drones will shoot down projectiles, and the Mark II will even shoot down lasers, which is nice. And hull repair, which lets you get a cheeky little bit of repairs for the cost of a drone part, which is quite nice. Oh, so we could, well actually we can't buy anyone here. You could get a Mantis, another human. Sometimes they come with skills, like down here. Willow is a slug. Slugs are interesting because they cannot be mind controlled from a mind control unit, and when you're looking at an enemy ship, even if you can't see them, they show you the red outline of where all of their crew are, because the slugs just inherently know where people are aboard ships. It's kind of cool. Anyway, we continue to jump. Jump into a debris field that used to be a Zoltan cruiser. Unfortunately, its NG escort takes you for the attacker and retaliates. They refuse all hails. That's fine. See, they got some drones. They got some crazy drones. I think we have... Oh, I hit their freaking drone with my laser. I think I'm going to have to just use my laser because... Oh no, we shot down their defense drone. No, there you go. It's back up. They deployed a new one. So the defense drone will shoot down our rockets if we fire them. Damn, these boys got some... they got some kind of sick, nasty engines. I'm missing everything. Bop. Yeah. Dodge out of the way of this one. Dunk. Really? That's fine. We hit him once more. Once more onto the breach. Oh, wait, wrong game. Maybe? Nah, they got it. It's okay. One more shot. Not one more shot. But we destroyed the defense drone. There we go. Get out of here, nerd. You've been owned. Ship explodes, leaving behind good gubs. Nice. We have 59, which means, I believe, bioreactor core, bioweapon upgrade, we can now depower the rocket launcher and power our double burst laser, which is 6 rapid fire shots of juicy goodness. Which means I'm probably not going to bother going to the store, but I think I want to test out our new double laser setup. Oh, another unmanned patrol ship in this area. You prepare to fight the ship. So check this out. This is what happens when you fire double burst lasers. They're going to hit me, but they just get completely annihilated. Little bit of that. Owned. 6 shots is a nasty amount of shots. 21 scrap is nice. The other thing I should mention is you have to keep an eye on your fuel, because if you run out of fuel while you're jumping, you have to wait for someone to come along and rescue you. Your ship is flooded with advertisements, transmissions from nearby merchants. As soon as you arrive at the beacon, you arbitrarily pick one to examine in detail. I'm okay with doing this because we traded like 5 missiles for 4 fuel. I can trade 1 fuel back for 5 more missiles. That feels like a rich person decision. I'm trading resources that aren't even mine, so I'm going to do that. You stumble upon a Zoltan military vessel engaging in combat training. The energy shields are impressive, but you note how quickly beam and ion weapons take them down. Alright, I think we're just going to get out of here. Get out of this section. You arrive at the long-range beacon where the FTL drive is charged. You can jump to the next sector. Oh, an advanced rebel automated ship remains stationed near a small rebel space station. Sensors indicate it's a storage vessel for military goods. Let's attack the ship. I feel pretty good about this. They got an ion weapon that damages shields, but the missile would also go through our shields anyway. Okay, so we did take a hit to here, which is fine, because we're going to annihilate you. Boom, 19 scrap. Oh, the station was apparently designed to outfit rebel ships with drone systems. You find a functioning schematic. So here's all our weapons and stored equipment that we can't necessarily use. So we have an anti-personnel drone. Probably not going to use it because we don't have a drone controller. But if you did, you could have this running around on the inside of your ship dealing with any boarders, which is cool. You want to repair that? And back we go. Yeah, we'll just jump into the next sector. Abandoned sector, which could be scary full of pirates. Mantis homeworlds. I'm going to go abandoned sector. The Mantis homeworlds are scary because the Mantis are the guys with the big claws that do more damage, and they do like to board your ship a lot. Right, I'm going to spend my scrap here. Oh, do you know what, actually, I'm going to undo. Let me check if there's stores nearby. This is what I wanted to look at. Let's check the stores, see if there's anything. If there's nothing we want, we spend it on upgrades. Your energy space station not abandoned due to the Lanius threat. Life signatures are detected at the ship depot, and you spot a few crude signs stating everything must go. Okay. So, again, we've got options. The clone bay replaces your medical bay, and instead of healing your guys, it just gives a bit of heal every jump And if they die, it clones them. It clones a new version of them, but they lose some of their skill. These are augmentations that specifically go here. You can have 3 augmentations active at any one time. I don't think any of this is fast, which is okay. Let's check the other store. Beacon is bustling with activity. It looks like some merchants decided to capitalize on the fact that dozens of refugee ships are using this location to recharge their FTL drives. You browse their wares. Okay, so we got cloaking's nice. Being invisible, extremely nice. But there's an NG. NG's repair really fast. Punch really weak. We've discussed. Oh, see, this guy already comes with faster repairs. We've discussed slugs before. The Lanius. The Lanius are the most recent addition to the game, which is still saying something because that was like 5 years ago or something. They move slow, but can live in a no oxygen environment, and they naturally drain oxygen from any environment they are in. I'm going to buy a Lanius crew member, and I'm going to put them to work in the shield department because they have more shield skill than Marcus does. So our shields recharge 25% faster with our Lanius crew member, and you can see it's slowly losing oxygen in here, which is really good if someone comes in here and tries to mess with Cussy. They're going to be like, I'm going to fight this guy, and this guy's like, what are you talking about, dumbass? You're going to get owned is what's going to happen. The ship is hailed. This is an automated message. Resisting our takeover is pointless. Prepare to die. It appears the rebel ship is run by an AI. No! Not the AI. They hit my weapon systems. That is extremely cringe. That's a hacking device. And the hacking device can disable and even drain a ship's equipment. However, if I can damage their hacking device, now that they can't hack us, we can just kind of go hard on their ship. Nice. Okay, so we hit the piloting, which means they're now a bit weaker. The thing about these drone ships is that there's no crew, right? But equipment does repair just very slowly. Actually, let's put both of them on the shields. Double up on the shots. Yeah. I got you. I got you dead to rights, son. Oh no, the hacking came back on. See, it's draining the power from our weapon systems. And we don't get a bonus because Starga can't operate the controls, so we don't get our recharge bonus. But it's all good, we win these. Bunch of scrap, appreciate it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep jumping. I'm going to save up my monies for more reactor power, and then we're going to buy a second level of shields because more shields is more gooder. Charts indicate this was the location of a small skirmish over military facilities on a nearby moon. Oddly, scans pick up no signs of debris from either the battle or the station. Yet another area sucked dry by the Lanius. Distress? I'll distress signal. I can be convinced to distress. When you get to the beacon, you quickly try to locate the source of the distress call. As you're looking, the signal blinks out. It is then, there's a small fleet of scavenger ships absorbing debris from a large battle nearby. Can't help but wonder where the distress signal came from, but you decide not to risk your precious ship. Okay. Sometimes you get nothing, sometimes it's a dud, other times you're just fighting for your damn life. Scans show no signs of ships or settlements nearby. You have no way of knowing if the area was always uninhabited or if it was simply erased by the Lanius. Damn, it's just jump after jump of nothing. Please give me something. Federation encrypted signal is being broadcast from a nearby planet. I'll send an away party to investigate. As you approach the signal, you receive a message from a rebel channel. I knew we'd catch some Federation fish with this signal. Prepare to be boarded, scum. Alright, dumbass. Yeah, let's load up shots on you. Okay, you get out of here. You get out of here. Bub. Sweet. Get rid of them. Fire off the shots again. Owned. Power up the med bay so they actually heal. Ship appears to be powering up his FTL. It's trying to escape. Please don't kill us. We'll give you everything. Nah, homie. You're dead to rights. Let's fire off everything on their weapons again, because their missile can penetrate our shield and we don't like that. Yeah, you're dead. What were you thinking, eh? The ship explodes, leaving behind goodies. Right, let's take a sec. Do that. Close them. There you go. In you go. Wait, what does Marcus do again? Marcus used to do shields, but now does engines. So Starga, you're in here. Get the Lanier's guy to heal up. Remo's getting some decent piloting. They need to dodge 5 more things, I believe. And then we'll save that current crew loadout. Boom. Away we go. I'm feeling pretty good about this. You detect a damaged vessel docked with a jump beacon. It appears the Laniers are absorbing metal from the beacon, risking destroying it and becoming stranded. So you can ask them if they require assistance. The Laniers speak a different language. Send them 30 scrap. Leave, or this blue option means you have a special option because of your crew. Lanier's crew ask if they require assistance. After a time, you are told that they were damaged and unable to repair their ship due to lack of metal. They offer to exchange a piece of their ship's equipment for some scrap or other useful materials. I can give them 30 scrap. I'll give them 6 drone parts because we're not using drones. You release the material out of the airlock while the Laniers quickly collect it and start melting it down. They are grateful for your assistance and send over a ship augmentation. So now, we have a defense scrambler. Prevent enemy defense drones from targeting anything. So their defense drones can't shoot down any of our rockets or projectiles. Ah. Good to know. So if there is a homie with just a straight up defensible ship, we can deal with it. Found the source of a distress called a small research station. It appears to be a small laboratory. Fire got out of control and is threatening to destroy the station. Their fire support system is not responding. I'm going to be honest. We're leaving. You coldly shut off the communications and prepare to leave. Your crew seems upset, but you assure them that nothing could have been done. That feels like the kind of event that just kills one of your guys. Let's make an additional jump here. I think we can squeeze out an extra jump, maybe an extra 2. Merchant ship is docked with a Lanius transport. You message them to see if they need any help. It turns out they've been studying the Lanius ability to reshape metal. Just inquire about the process. They respond, we haven't the foggiest idea how it works. They appear to melt part of their bodies into the metal and reshape it. They've been willing to demonstrate their ability if you have some extra metal that you would like converted into something. Let's offer to help in the process. Crew member offers to aid in the process to speed it along. They think it can be performed a bit more efficiently. Ah. So we could get an augmentation, a weapon, or a schematic. A drone schematic. I don't think we need a drone schematic. Let's get an augmentation. Transfer over the scrap and watch the master craftsman work. They easily reshape the metal into pieces that they can use to then add various additional material to their ship to construct the augmentation. You thank them and load it onto your ship. What distraction buoys? Leaves a false signal. Oh yeah, at sector start to delay the rebels 1 jump. So we actually have a bit of additional time at sector start now. Quite nice. Do you think we could hit this, then back, then here? I think we could, and I'm going to risk it for a biscuit. A small rebel ship is docked at the station. You try to lay low, but it spots you. It powers weapons. Yeah? So do I, homie. I don't know what you think you're going to get out of this. Oh, we only have 3 fuel, by the way. We've got to be careful. Gratatata. Oh, do you know what? They're all in here repairing the lasers. If we just lay on this again, We might even kill some of their crew. It's hard to tell right now because we don't have upgraded sensors, which we might want to do actually. No, we're not going to surrender because they're dead anyway. We get a bit more scrap, a bit less fuel, I think, which is okay. So we are wasting 1 fuel jumping back on ourselves. But now we go to the exit. Maybe there's a store. Maybe we get some goodies. Who knows? You arrive at a long-range beacon. When the FTL driver's charged, you can jump to the next sector. Oh, baby. Yeah. Give me fuel. Right, let's buy one of those. Buy a bonus reactor. Oh, I never upgraded this. Okay, there's only 50 here and 25 there. Good to know. Let's jump to the next sector. Slug? No. I can't be doing a nebula like that. If the reports are true, this area has been under the control of pirates for quite some time. Some traders still attempt to trade with the few settlements that remain, but they do so at great risk. You deploy a distraction buoy, giving more time to explore the sector before the rebel fleet catches up with you. There's a store, but there's no point in going there because we are scrap poor. We got no monies. At first it appears you've arrived in an empty system, but the ship appears from behind the planet and hails you. Haha, I am the dread— oh god, it's Tuco again. He's back. Alright, Tuco, take one of the— this guy's got 3 bars of shields, by the way. We're going to lay into his shields in an attempt to burn them down. There you go. So he's— whoa, dude! This man's got a glaive beam of some description. Okay. So that laser is powerful enough to go through 1 bar of shields. Thankfully, we were able to disable it. Hey, go repair the auction. Nah, I'm gonna kill you. Hate to be that guy, but I'm gonna kill you. Ambratata? Yeah. Yeah. Ship explodes, leaving behind some goodies, which fuel, very needed. Lots of scrap, and another augment, but not an augment we need. It's the stealth weapons augment, which means we can use— if we have a cloaking device, then we could have it— we could fire without it, like, revealing our cloak. Which is cool, but not something we specifically need. Bam. We detect 2 ships, one chasing the other. Scanners show the pursuer is a pirate. I'm gonna aid the civilian ship. Good lord, these guys have such thick shields. I'll friggin' lay into— I'll tell you what. I'm actually gonna lay into their weapons, because if we can shut down the glaive beam before it fires. It didn't quite work, and that thing is gonna hit us nastily. Okay, so we actually— ooh. We lost both— oh, ow. Please, just— damn it, we've got to wait for these things to charge at the same time. They have so many shields. The other thing would be to maybe power up the rocket launcher. There we go. Okay, let's hit their shields now. Reduce the number of shield bars they have. Because at the moment they got freaking 3 bars of fury. Destroyed our engines. We are taking some nasty hits. Okay. Where's that one? Good lord, up here? It's okay, we got them. No more life signs detected on the pirate ship. You hasten to contact the civilian ship. They respond, it's a good thing you came when you did. We'd be dead now otherwise. I'm a shipwright and I'd like to help you like you helped me. So they give us a bunch of scrap. Oh, we actually killed all their crew. Wow. Okay, now let's get some repairs going. We're going to need some proper repairs as well. Let's get that. Get that. So now we can have a second bar of shields, which is very useful. Plus, if I'm gonna do anything, maybe do that. Yeah. Oh, the ship was set on fire and exploded anyway. Nice. Yeah, so we are weak. We are weak and in pain, but we're gonna keep jumping. You've encountered a refugee ship drifting in space. It looks as if it was fleeing the rebel advance and ran out of fuel. Its distress beacon is active, but you're not sure if anyone is on board, and its communications seem to be down. It's bored. Oh, it's another completely abandoned ship. Yeah, there was a chance that that was just like, boom, one of your guys is dead. Okay, once you arrive, the screen lights up with warnings. A nearby pirate seems to have advanced hacking tools, and they've tried to shut down your engines. Your crew manages to keep them barely operational, and you move into attack. Okay. So let's if our shields could recharge before the glaive beam hits, I don't think... Yeah, that thing can't go through 2 layers of shields, actually. Oh! And with our new sensors, we can see the inside of their ship. You can see how everything's on fire now and they're having a bad time. Oh, check this out. Killed that guy. And they're dead. The ship burnt to death. That's fantastic. With the pirate ship destroyed, your ship's systems restored, full functionality, and you salvage what you can. I like it. If we could find a store to get some repairs, I would be eternally grateful. The only thing within scanning range is an old abandoned mining structure and resupply station. They appear to have been picked clean by marauders. That's a shame. There's nothing here, but off we go. A pirate advanced on your position. They're refusing all hails. Prepare to fight. Are you going to teleport to me, homie? You're in my oxygen? You know I hate that. But I will light up their weapon systems. Okay. Alright, everybody return to where you're supposed to be. Maybe I can kill that mantis. Yeah. Alright, let's fire on oxygen. Put the fear of God into them. There you go. They're like, oh no, please. Not the oxygen. No, we don't take surrender. Not when you attack me first. If I engage hostilities, I'll accept surrender. Okay? You? No. Okay, you're healed up. Lovely. You're healed up. Repower the engines. Tell you what else I'll do. I'm gonna... yeah. This way, we can have some additional dodge chance, and when we get a little bit more scrap... oh, we should have maybe checked the store first. Tell you what, let's go find some more scrap. Then we'll check the store. Asteroids? Uh-oh. So, asteroids are scary because they keep battering down your shields. But it means that an asteroid might hit their shield, reducing it by 1, which then lets us fire off a shot. And if we take out their engines, then all of the asteroids will always hit. I'm gonna be honest. I'll take another burst laser Mark II from you as a reward. All right, let's get out of here. Let's check the store, because we've got a bit of scrap. See a wideband automated message. Welcome to our humble trade depot and shipyard. All are welcome. The tiny funny business and our 152 automated turret satellites will tear your ship to shreds. Sure thing. Page 2. Allows the ship to jump to any previously visited beacon. Detects the location of any life forms even when sensors don't function. Allows the ship to collect 10% more scrap from any source. I think we're going to sell... Oh, I'll tell you what, actually. We're going to sell the hull laser and the anti-personnel drone. Because 3 burst laser Mark IIs is insane. And I'm going to heal a bit. I'll buy a bit of fuel. Okay, that feels pretty good. So, the only thing better than 1 burst laser Mark II is 2 burst laser Mark IIs, and the only thing better than 2 burst laser Mark IIs is 3 burst laser Mark IIs. So let's fire these off. Yeah, I was hoping that we'd hit their weapon systems, which we did. That missile might hit. Nope, we dodged it. That's huge. Let's see if we can hit their engines. So 6 shots from 2 burst lasers is a lot of shots, but imagine 9 shots from 3 burst lasers. I think that's our goal. Alright, owns the rebel ship. Ship explodes, leaving goodies. Appreciate it. We'll jump to the distress beacon. Go to the distress beacon near a small asteroid and find a ship with pirate markings partially crossed between 2 large rocks. Try to dislodge the ship by shooting at the rocks. Oh, bit of damage, but we get some scrap. Okay, first of all, more engine power. So we now have 34% evasion, so there's a 34% chance that we dodge whatever's coming at us. By the way, let's just repair the doors, just in case, because you can't open the doors while they're damaged. So I need 50 scrap for 2 of these, plus 50 and 75. Ooh. Okay, so you need 175 scrap to get everything I need, but then we have 3 burst lasers running. 3! Which is nuts. I don't know if you know how nuts that is, but it's nuts. We're going to sneak another cheeky one in. Upon completing your jump, you receive a message from a nearby ship. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we'll let you continue on your way. Get out of here, nerd. Too bad. You'll regret this decision. Oh, will I, honey? Okay. Go ahead. They do have a flak launcher, which is scary. It's like, consider it like a shotgun. Just fires a scatter shot of stuff. And it did hit us. But not anymore. You've made your point. We're beaten. Take these and leave us to our shame. Oh, really? I ain't leaving no one or nothing. You're dead, son. Maybe that says more about my personality than it does about you. Oh no, it's on fire. Whatever will you do? They have no medbay in here as well. Oh, we missed all of our shots. Just fire them off. Bra-da-da-da. There we go. Ship explodes, loads of goodies. Let's get to the exit. Over the beacon. Black market. Oh, sell missiles? Can I be honest? I'm going to sell 15 of my missiles. 138 scrap. So we can buy one of them. buy one of them, buy one of them. So now I just need 40 scrap. Well, actually 32 scrap. And then we can get the next tier of weapons. But we can also temporarily run the Artemis if we really need a missile in a pinch. We'll fire one of them off. And we're going to jump to probably this other abandoned sector. But this marks the halfway point. And so this is where I'm going to call the video. And in the next one, we're going to jump to here. So for now, thank you everybody for watching the first FTL. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you found it interesting. It's not, you know, it's not going to be the only thing on the channel. So if you don't like it, there'll always be other stuff. But I really enjoy FTL. So we're going to play a little bit of this. It might not go as long as some of our other series, but I'll have a good time with it. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, especially on a new kind of series. Really helps out a great deal, and I really do love your faces for it. If you're new, please consider subscribing to the channel for more content. Make sure you check the links in the description, ring that notification button, and I'll see all of you in the next one. See ya!